Welcome back, children. Welcome to our political science class. So, let us continue with our lesson Constitutional Design. First, we will do a short recap of what we have learned in the last class. We saw Mahatma Gandhi was not the member of the Constituent Assembly, but many members in the Constituent Assembly followed Gandhiji's vision. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar played a key role in the making of the Constitution. He criticized Mahatma Gandhi and Gandhiji's vision. Values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle form the foundation of India's democracy. These values are embodied in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. The Constitution begins with a short statement of its basic rules. This is called the preamble of a preamble to the Constitution. Okay, then we also studied that most of the countries in the world began their constitution with a preamble. The preamble of the Constitution, Indian preamble I'm talking about, the preamble of Indian Constitution reads like a poem. It also contains philosophy on which the entire Constitution has been built. It provides standard to examine and evaluate any law and action of government to find out whether it is good or bad. And lastly, we all know that preamble is the soul of the Indian Constitution. Let's begin with a new topic, that is institutional design. Children, Constitution is not merely a statement of values and philosophy, as we saw, right? But a constitution is mainly about embodying these values into institutional arrangements. Much of the documents called Constitution of India is about these arrangements only. It is a very long and detailed document, and so it needs to be amended quite regularly to keep it updated. The makers of the Constitution felt that it has to be in accordance with people's aspirations, desire or hope, you can say, and also according to the changes in the society. They did not see it as a sacred or a static and also unalterable law. So they made provision to incorporate changes from time to time. These changes which are done, these changes are called as constitutional amendments. In a very legal language, a institutional arrangement is described by constitution. They have used a legal language. But first time, when we read it, we find it difficult to understand. Yeah, first time if we read it, we find it difficult to understand. Yet, the institutional design, the basic institutional design is not very difficult to understand. Like any other constitution, even Indian constitution lays down a procedure. Okay, it lays down a procedure for choosing a person to govern the country. That is the government. It defines who will have how much power to take which decisions. It also puts limit to what the government can do by providing some rights to the citizens. So there is a check on the government. This rights of the citizen cannot be violated. Okay, children, now we have nearly done with the lesson, but let us talk in brief about the important leaders who played a major role in the constitution. Okay? Our Constituent Assembly had many members, but not all members were with Congress. But there were members who were with Congress. This assembly represented members from different social groups. They also believed in different ideologies because they believed they belong to different social groups. Now let us talk about different leaders who played an important role in Indian Constitution and Free India. We will begin with, he is very familiar, you all know about him, Vallabhbhai Jhaveri Patel. He was born in 1875 and he died in the year 1950. He was born in Gujarat. He was Minister of Home, Information and Broadcasting in the interim government. He was a lawyer. He was a leader of Badoli Peasants Satyagraha. He played a decisive role in the integration of the Indian princely states. Right? We all know that. Later, he became the first deputy prime minister of the country. Now let's talk about another leader, Abul Kalam Azad. He was born in the year 1888 and died in the year 1958. He was born in Saudi Arabia. He was an educationist. He was also an author. He was a theologian, that is, expert in theology. He was also scholar of Arabic. He was a Congress leader, very active in the national movement that had taken place. He opposed Muslim separatist politics. Later, he became the education minister in the first Union cabinet. T.T. Krishnamachari. He was born in 1899 and he died in the year 1974. Tamil Nadu is the place where he was born. Now, he was the member of drafting committee. Yes. And he was an entrepreneur and also Congress leader. Later, he became finance minister in the Union cabinet. Rajendra Prasad, born in 1884, died in the year 1963. He was born in Bihar. He was the president of Constituent Assembly. He was a lawyer known for his role in Champaran Satyagraha. He was 3 times the president of Congress. Later, he became the first president of India. Jaipal Singh. He was born in 1903 and he died in the year 1970. He was born in Jharkhand. He was a sportsman and also educationist. He was captain of the first national hockey team. He was founder president of Adivasi Mahasabha. Later, he was founder of Jharkhand Party. H.C. Mukherjee. He was born in the year 1887 and he died in the year 1956. He was born in Bengal. He was vice chairman of the Constituent Assembly. He was a reputed author and educationist. He was Congress leader. Members of All India Christian Council and Bengal Legislative. He was member of All India Christian Council and Bengal Legislative Assembly. Later, he became the governor of West Bengal. G. Durgabai Deshmukh. She was born in the year 1909. She died in the year 1981. She was born in Andhra Pradesh. She was an advocate and also public activist for women's emancipation. She was founder of Andhra Mahila Sabha. She too was a Congress leader. Later, she was founder, chairperson of Central Social Welfare Board. Baldev Singh, born in 1901, he died in 1961. He was born in Haryana. He was a successful entrepreneur and leader of the Panthik Akali Party in the Punjab Assembly, a nominee of the Congress in the Constituent Assembly. He too was the member of the Constituent Assembly. Later, he became Defense Minister in the Union Cabinet. Kanhaiyalal Maniklal Munshi is born in Gujarat in the year 1887 and he died in the year 1971. He was an advocate, also an historian and linguist. He was a Congress leader and Gandhian. He was the founder of the Swatantra Party. Later, he became minister in the Union Cabinet. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, born in 1891, he died in 1956. He was born in Madhya Pradesh. We all know he was the chairman of the drafting committee. He also was social revolutionary thinker and also agitator against caste division and caste-based inequalities. He was the founder of Republican Party of India. Later, he became law minister in the first cabinet of post-independence India. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. He was born in the year 1901 and died in the year 1953. He was from West Bengal. He was Ministry of Industry. He was the Minister of Industry and Supply in the interim government. He was educationist and lawyer. He was very active in Hindu Mahasabha. Later, he was the founder president of Bharatiya Jansangh. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He was from Uttar Pradesh. He was born in the year 1889 and he died in the year 1964. He was Prime Minister of the interim government. He was a lawyer. He was also Congress leader. He was advocate of socialism, democracy, and anti-imperialism. Later, he became the first Prime Minister of India. Sarojini Naidu. She was from Andhra Pradesh. She was born in the year 1879. She died in the year 1949. She was a poet. She was also a writer and also political activist. Among the foremost women leaders in the Congress. He was very active. Later, she became the governor of Uttar Pradesh. Somnath Lahiri. He belonged to West Bengal. He was born in the year 1901 and he died in the year 1984. He was a writer. He was also editor. He was a leader of the Communist Party of India. Later, he became the member of West Bengal Legislative Assembly. Children, we have completed our lesson constitutional design. We will meet in the next class with a new subject and a new topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.